Greetings, everyone. I am Dr. Davis, Dr. Noni Davis, here at Sya Academy. And as always, I greet you with the information about my school. I'm a legacy owner of Sya Academy, an African-centered school here in North Carolina. Um, oh, excuse me. I inherited this business from my parents, the late William Edward Davis, and my mother, Sylvia Davis, who is still with us. And this is our 29th year. This month will make 29 years we've been serving our community by educating our children and making sure that they are well prepared academically, emotionally, and just with a full understanding of who they are and what their purpose is. And so with that, I have been continuing this journey on the values of African, spiritual systems. Last week, I focused on my aunt, and the week before that, before I did in January, I was focused on the system of the Christian version, the Ethiopian version of Christianity, which I believe is, if you're going to be a Christian, that's probably the way that you should go. Of course, that's just my opinion. Anyway, so today I want to speak on Ifa. And so Ifa is a practice that comes out of Nigeria, Benin, and Togo. And I'm going to show you a quick picture. My grandson and I painted this picture, refurbished this old map of Africa. It was really messed up. It had a lot of problems with it. But anyway, so let me see. I'm trying to pull up Niger, Benin. So this is the area. Nigeria, Benin, and Togo are where people practice Ifa. And so if I pull it in, you can see it's right here on the Bight of Benin, which is where a lot of Africans were kidnapped from. And so what I wanted to share is just a very basic understanding of what Ifa is. And I feel like a lot of our spiritual systems have been so misrepresented and maligned by Western worldviews. I'll say worldviews because a lot of African Americans have also embraced this worldview that is demonized our spiritual systems without ever actually examining and seeing what is the foundation of it. So what is Ifa? The Yoruba people live in Nigeria, Togo, and Benin, and they can trace their culture back 10,000 years ago. And Ifa is a spiritual system that has been around for 8,000 years ago, which makes it significantly older than the Christian spiritual system. Ifa is grounded in African traditional practices of the living, those of us who are in this earth realm, and then you have your ancestors, and then you have the spiritual entities that people cannot see, but we believe that are here, and then you have the creator. And as in other spiritual systems, the creator, Oludumare, is considered to be the creator, but is not directly linked to that which is going on earth, because after all, the creator has to deal with the entire universe. So anyway, I just thought to throw that out. Anyway, the earthbound includes all of us who are alive, of course. The ancestors are those who have transitioned, who have passed on and are in the ancestral realm. Then you have the Orisha and the Ifa. And Ifa, the people, those spiritual entities that, like angels, that advocate, and go before the creator for us. In the African, in Ifa tradition, they are called Orisha. And they live between humans, ancestors, and the creator. Oludumare is the creator, and you have Olurun. Olurun, they from what my research, I researched under what's this lady's name? Alejola Ajani Ifasakin, I guess, and it's called Ifa Basics. So she published this article. I cannot remember where it was from. Anyway, Scribd, I think, and anyway, but um you have Olurun. Olurun is given a space similar to Jesus because Olurun is not Oludumare, but like a messenger with the same kind of qualities as Jesus, okay, and in the Ifa spiritual system. Now, Oduduwa is an envoy of the creator as well. And Aduduwa literally means the knowledge of character. And one of the things that permeates African spiritual system is character. Who you are at your core. Do you have good character? Not are you going to heaven, are you saved, but do you have good character? That's what they focus on. And what is interesting is Odu literally means black and beautiful. So when the Yoruba call themselves children of Odu, they're calling themselves children of black and beautiful. Okay, so Oludumare is the supreme God, Lord of heaven, gracious, source of power and knowledge. Just as in the Bible, I mean, I know a lot of people don't ascribe to this specific language, but I recall a scripture that said that God was androgynous. It didn't use the word androgynous, but it said he is neither male nor female. Now, so we need to take he out. God is neither male nor female. Where this is the same thing with Oludumare. God is neither male nor female. Oludumare is neither male or female. So it's an androgynous. And so if God can be androgynous, okay. So Oludumare created the earth by summoning the Orisha Abatala to create the earth and forming the first humans. After the earth was created, and it was some people say it was a chicken that sprinkled some seedlings around and kept digging and kept digging and kept digging until he made the earth. And then Obatala came along and started making the living organisms, I guess. Okay, so after the earth was created, Oludumare became transcendent and no longer engaged with earthly matters. Oludumare created the universe with a balance of masculinity and femininity. And this is demonstrated by the pantheon of Orishas, who are both male and female. So once again, a lot of indigenous practices did not have this imbalance between male and female. There was a balance between women and men, and so it wasn't one is less than the other, but both were necessary in order to create peace and harmony and whatever. So on the earth. And we know without a male, you can't have a baby. Without a female, you can't have a baby. So here we go. And so both had equal access to powers. Ifa is the oracle of Oludumare. So Ifa is what we practice, just like I guess the Bible could be the oracle of, or the Ten Commandments could be the oracle of the Christian church or whatever. Ifa is the guiding principle for humans to live by, providing knowledge and wisdom. And the name in Ifa is also the name of the Yoruba religion. So there are 256 Odus. Remember, I told you Odu means black and beautiful. So the Odu holds 3,300 stories. Okay, we all know that there are 66 books of the Bible, but Ifa has 3,300 stories. It is the largest, is larger than the Bible, is larger than the Buddhist Pali, and is larger than the Vedas. Um, Orunmila is in charge of the priest. The Babalaos, or if for men, priests or priestesses are called Inyanifa. So you have Babalaos, you have Inyanifas, you have priests or priestesses. Those are what these people are. Um, and they're called the uh, Babalao, father of secrets. If Inyanifa is the mother of secrets. Um, and the priests or diviners who imparts the wisdom of Ifa, they have to know how to practice discipline, good character, help to navigate different circumstances in life by using the Odu Ifa to interpret signs from a divination board. And let me see, I think I have a picture of that. And the divination board would have the characters. Let's see, I'm trying to find that divination board. And so here it is. That would be the divination board. And it usually uses, they use it to pray, they mark it, they throw cowrie shells and do all that kind of stuff to kind of get find out what the message is from the Most High. Orisha are like the angels. Oh, wait. By using the Ifa to interpret signs from a divination board, they interpret patterns of kola nuts and cowrie shells. Okay. Now, the Orisha are like the angels. They are the messengers with their special skills, and they use them to help humans and to help us with different tasks. There are over 400 Orisha, and some say more than you can count. However, some of the most common are, or the main ones are Eshu, Ogun, Obatala, Okosi, Oya, Oshun, Yemaya, and Shango. So let me see. So I want to start with Eshu. Where's Eshu? Oh no. Huh. I don't think I have a shoe up here. Where does that Shango? All right, so let me go ahead and find a picture of a shoe. Yikes. So in the meantime, so a shoe is the messenger between the human world and the spiritual realm. He's is considered to be a trickster. And a lot of different spiritual. You have Yoruba or Ifa traveled with Africans to the continent. So you have Santeria, Lacumbi, and a lot of different practices that in Brazil, in Candomblé, I think it's something like that, in the different Caribbean islands, in Brazil, in the southern part of the United States, and they all have some aspect of a shoe or a legba, but he is said to be the god of the Orisha of the crossroads. And so if you are getting ready to do something stupid, a shoe will help you do that thing stupid. If you're trying to do something right, a shoe will help you do that thing right. So it's not really a trickster to me as much as it is, look, you want to do something crazy, let's do it, because and maybe you'll figure out that that's not something you should have done in the first place. So a shoe is let's see, no, Orisha here. Oh, maybe I did have a picture of a shoe in here. I just did not recognize it. Okay, so I did have a shoe. So here's a shoe right here. This is him. All right. And so a shoe is unpredictable, uncertain, guides people through deception, teaches through communication, keeps the universe balanced by delivering message between earth and heaven. And so that's his job. He's associated with male birds, palm oil, beans, corn, trade marketplaces. And each of these deities have their own colors, and tend to be maroon and dark black and black. So the next one is Obatala. Obatala is the creator of humankind. We already talked to y'all about him. And so let's see, Obatala. And Obatala is associated with humankind, wisdom, peacefulness, compassion, um, and always dressed in white. But what is also interesting about Obatala is that it is said that when he was making humans, he drank some palm wine and got a little tipsy and started creating deformed humans. And so, because of that, he is the um, Orisha of illnesses, of infirmities. He's associated with healing and that sort of thing. So when COVID came struck, Obatala would have been considered a part of that healing process of discovering medicines that and vaccines and things that could cure you. So that would be Obatala. Uh, Ogun is the god of, let's see, do I have Ogun? Where is Ogun up here? Ogun, Shango. Ogun, the god of iron. That's Ogun. And or the Orisha of iron. Let me say it that way. So Ogun is interesting because got the Orisha of iron, war and labor, technology and civilizations, and associated with the colors green and black. Ogun has to do with forces and energy, um, protection, destruction. It is said that Ogun will allow things to be destroyed so that they can be rebuilt and with and renewed and with progress. So I think we're going through an Ogun season right now because everything is going to have to fall apart. So then the next Orisha was Okosi. Kosi is no, that's not Okosi. Kosi is, there he is, Okosi. Okosi is this is a Orisha of hunting. And it is said that or that when you are in trouble, Okosi is a warrior for justice, especially for those who have legal problems and who are innocent. Okay. Skilled hunter and associated with wealth. So if you're having a hard time, Okosi is the one. And if you need somebody to take care of you, Ogun, protection. Anyway, then you have Oya. And so this is Oya is the female. Oh, and she is beautiful. Oya is the goddess of the seas. Oya is ruler of the no. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's Gemini. Oops, my bad. All right, so here you go. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. So this is Oya. Oh yeah. This is Oya. Oya is the ruler of the winds. Oya is also associated with the cemetery and ancestors, helping people transition from uh, through from after death into the ancestral realm. Um, Oya rides to war with Shango. She represents change, helps folks transition into the afterlife. She's also known for having all of the colors. I guess because she's associated with the wind and the weather formations, but um, she will be seen with all like the all the colors of the rainbow around her. And so would Obatala. Obatala is white, but he is said to radiate all the colors because white is the re, it, what is has all of the colors in it. White light has all it has the rainbow color of colors. And so then the next one is Yemaya. Yemaya is sorry. Yemaya, she was there first. So Yemaya is the goddess of the sea and the ocean. Yemaya rules over seas, oceans, lakes. She's the mother of all the Orishas. She's maternity, mother of all. She symbolizes the womb, which is water, um, uh, creation and birth. Her colors are blue and white. She has deep, dark secrets. She's nurturing and she protects children. She protects mothers, and she is related to fertility and healing. And then you have Shango. Shango is the brother. Let's see. Shango. Where's Shango? I had Shango here first. Oh, there he is, Shango. All right, so let's see. Where's the better Shango? There he is. So Shango. So Shango has the double-headed axe. Shango is also considered to have at first been a deity. I know a king who became a deity. So he rules lightning and thunder, fire, drums and dance, quick-witted, temper, hot-blooded, strong-willed, associated with the colors red and white, uh, and power and strength and protection. But he is a warrior king. All right, so now back to Orunmila. I think did I do Orunmila over there before? Okay, so Orunmila is here. Orunmila is wait a minute, did we do Oshun? Oh, I forgot Oshun. So Oshun is here. Oshun is sweet waters, rivers, brooks, streams. She's a messenger to God. So when God got mad at got upset with the Orishas, they weren't listening to her because she's supposed to be one of the younger ones. And so she sat up there in the tree with the moon, and all of the Orishas had come before him, before the creator. And he was like, well, where's Oshun? And they had to go get Oshun. They had offended Oshun because they weren't listening, but she knew the answers. And so that's the reason why they said she's a messenger of God. Oshun is love, fertility, helps with your finances, patron of gold and wealth, healing with honey, peacocks, healer and creator. And so Oshun is associated with beauty and all of that. Now Orunmila is here. No, that's Olorun. Okay, this is a picture of Olorun, as you can see. And we already talked about Olorun. Olorun is like the not the son of Oludumare, but was the only Orisha that was able to see. I think the only Orisha that witnessed the creation. Oh, Orunmila was the one that created. Okay, I forgot. I got the wrong one. Orunmila. That was okay. I don't think I have a picture of Orunmila, but anyway, so that was Olorun, who's the son of God, like a son of God. Orunmila is a Orisha of wisdom and divination, witnessed the creation of the universe with Olorun, knows our destinies. Priests and Babalaos or priestesses in Yanifa are under Orunmila's guidance. And let's see, Orunmila. Let me see if I can find Orunmila. Ooh, okay. Um, okay. Orunmila. is here. And so Ormilla is the one who leads all of the other, is in charge of all the other Orishas and the Babalaos and all of that. So revered ancestors are Olodumare has blessed us with ancestors who have lived before us and laid down the foundation for our existence. Without them, we would not exist. Then the Ifa, the ancestors are called the Egungun, and without them we would not exist. Of course, we appreciate all they have done for us. We give thanks for their wisdom and ask for their continued guidance from the other side. We can set up altars with pictures of the ancestors, candles, personal objects. For my space where I have my pictures, I have a sewing needle from my grandfather. I've got my grandma auntie Isolina always like pink, to paint her fingernails. And uh, I've got candles. I've got my dad, a tennis racket over there. And so, so we can celebrate their lives just by remembering certain things. And one of the things that I like to say about ancestors, because a lot of us are like, you worship your ancestors, then you're being demonic. But if you go into a bank, you're going to see all the people who own that bank or started the bank. Their pictures are on that wall, and a lot of those people are dead. If you go to Moorhead Planetarium, you see all these pictures and accolades to all these dead white astronomers. You go to a museum, all you see it is these old people. And so everybody else honors their ancestors or respects or elevates their ancestors. But we who are caught up in this Christian space or this Abrahamic religion spaces think that we're not supposed to remember our ancestors. We celebrate Dr. King, but it's like, well, we're just going to celebrate him. But we should be celebrating everybody in our family, especially your family members, your people who were with you. And then also Jesus was on the mountain talking with Elijah and Moses. So, and those are his ancestors. So all indigenous people celebrate their ancestors. So Igbe is a spiritual peer group in heaven. So this is the other side of the group of people, and like angelic kind of entities. They believe in Ifa. They believe that each person has a twin in the other astral plane. And so a person's destiny on earth is determined by your Ekbe, your best friend in heaven. And that helps you to go through troubled times, protects you, gives you children, wealth, and health, occupies heaven, atonement through the performance of rituals. They're just like a guardian angel, in my opinion. Then you have the Ori. The Ori is your head, spiritual head, and stimulates and increases your spiritual powers, teaches ethical behavior, community values, offerings. You can give them, certain offerings. I'm not going to go into that. Once again, in Ifa, there is no heaven and there is no hell. There is only what you do in this realm. And if you do what you're supposed to do, you okay. If you don't, you're going to pay it. Have a problem with it. I wanted to also show that when they're talking about harmony and balance, one of the things that this lady said was that we have to understand that just like the atom, if you know about an atom has a positive protons and which are positive charges, and neutrons, which are neutral charges inside the nucleus. But on the outside, it has electrons, and there's constant when you're having these molecular formations, the atoms are always having to battle for a balance between the electrons and the protons. And when these things are out or transition or moved, or you have more electrons than you have protons, there's always an altered state of that molecule. Is not going to look like something else. You can have the same. You can have sodium, chlorine, and hydrogen, and it'll look like one thing in one space, but then electrons and connection in another thing will be totally different. So it actually determines the outcome. And so that with all of that, we all have positive and negative chart potentials that can be used. So with that, I will say we'll pick this up next week, but just to not be scared of who we are and what we have to offer. And you don't have to embrace it, but you can see the value of it. So you're not thinking that there's something wrong with us. We are Black and beautiful. And so I'm going to consider myself a child of Odu, Black and beautiful in the Yoruba tradition. And with that, Ashe, Asheo.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
I'm a St. Sya student. Of course I walk into the sound of drums.
I'm a St. Sya student. Of course I know my mother.
I'm a St. Sya student. Of course I can play the drum.
I'm a St. Sya student. Of course I can work with my hands.
I'm a St. Sya student.